This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
This podcast is part of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Dragon Ball Lorecast, where we take a deep dive in all things Dragon Ball, such as the characters, stories, timelines, and so much more. Hosted by Brandon, Jesse, and Steven. Welcome back, Z-Fighters, to another episode of the Dragon Ball Lorecast. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon, also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me is my good friends, Steven.
Yo.
And Jesse.
How's it going, everybody?
And I apologize now. I am feeling under the weather, so if I end up pausing and coughing, hopefully y'all guys don't hear it because I will mute myself. But if I don't, I apologize.
Luckily, you're the one doing all the reading.
Yes, because that's totally great. But today, continuing our first season of What is Dragon Ball, I thought about, why not go over and talk about the legend himself, Akira Toriyama?
The GOAT.
The GOAT who created this amazing series, who changed anime and pop culture as a whole. Like, he didn't just change anime, he changed pop culture. Like, without Dragon Ball, there would be not as much stuff as there is nowadays.
Without Akira Toriyama, we would not have Dragon Ball Evolution. Just think about that for a second.
You had to bring that up.
All right. All right. Podcast canceled.
Without Akira Toriyama, we wouldn't have the swirl poops.
That too. You're welcome, everyone.
But obviously, let's dive into a little bit of Akira Toriyama himself. So, obviously, we're going to dive into his history, his biography, and all that stuff because, sadly, he's no longer with us. But his legacy still continues on, especially since we had this is the 45th anniversary year for Dragon Ball, and there's so much stuff honoring him. And rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. Like, you are amazing. Anyway,
Yes, indeed.
Getting into it, so Akira Toriyama was raised by his parents in, you're going to have to help me, Jesse, with some of these, sorry. Kyushu?
Sure. That's what I go with.
Aichi Prefecture, and also had his older sister, who had had at least 2 children. He spent his childhood and much of his formative years in Kyushu, and what was then a largely rural area, just outside Nagoya. Nagoya, thank you. And I apologize if I butcher names here. I don't know all the prefectures or anything in Japan. I apologize.
There's a lot of them.
There is a lot. So, since an early age, he was a passion for drawing and was influenced by the productions of his time. Disney movies including 101 Dalmatians and Osama, Astro Boy. Sorry, I was not going to try and butcher his last name, his surname. So, however, after his primary school years, his interest in comics and cartoons dwindled, and his attention shifted to live-action movies, such as westerns, war films, and science fiction. Toriyama entered a technical high school in, Ichinomiya, to study creative design, which allowed him to focus on drawing. Against the wishes of his parents, after his last high school year, Toriyama decided not to continue studies at a university and began his working life. He had his first job at 20 years old as an in-house graphic designer at a small advertising firm in Noguma. He resigned 2.5 years later, largely because he resented the workaday routine.
We're right there with you.
Absolutely. Don't blame me there. So in 1977, Toriyama was seeking employment when he discovered the monthly Young Jump Award, a contest sponsored by Shueisha, the largest manga publishing company in Japan. He participated in the contest twice, the Akawa World in 1977 and Mysterious Rain Jack in 1978. But he did not win. The latter work was outright disqualified due to the Star Wars parody elements. Well, that would happen. However, after Mysterious Rain Jack, Toriyama received a call from Kazuhiko Torishima, an editor of Shueisha's Weekly Shonen Jump, who told him not to give up and try harder.
You know what's cool about that?
Not gonna lie, getting a call from one of the the editors and telling you don't give up, that's a push.
Yeah.
That's a confidence boost right there.
For sure.
That's exactly how I've never known how to say his name, but the guy who wrote The Witcher, that's exactly how he started.
Oh, Andrzej Sapkowski? Yeah.
Yeah. He started submitting to the little contest things and he won. But
in Poland he created short stories, just like it was like 1-2 page stories. In a magazine in Poland, won a few times, and that's what let me write a novel.
Right.
And it became a gigantic hit in Poland. One of the very few things Poland actually this is off topic going into Witcher, but one of the few things Poland prides themselves on is Andrzej Sapkowski for the writing of The Witcher, which is really cool. Anyway, back to Toriyama. So after a few months after Toshiyima's phone call, Toriyama made his first published manga, Wonder Island, published in Weekly Shonen Jump magazine, issue 52 in 1978. It failed to catch the reader's attention. The following year, Toriyama offered several new manga projects that were refused. This dark period could have ended his ambition, but the minor success of Tomato Girl Detective in 1979 gave him some hope.
I need to look at what this is. Okay, it's just a girl. I thought it was a tomato who was a female tomato that was a detective, but no, it's probably just her name.
It would have been amazing, honestly.
Funny enough.
Based off, I guess he just loves naming characters after vegetables or fruits in this case.
I mean, if you look at the main pro tag, who does that look like? I mean, let's be honest. That's Bulma.
It's Bulma.
Yeah.
So in January 1980, Akira Toriyama achieved his first great success, Dr. Slump. He first gained fame from this manga, which was published in Weekly Shonen Jump from January 1980 to August 1984. The series was also published in 18 Tokuban volumes. Soon, letters of encouragement from the readers began to rain. During the years of 1981 to 1984, Akira Toriyama created a large number of short manga that fared well, notably Pola and Rod, which allowed him to win the 1981 contest for the Best Shonen Jump Manga Artist and Pink in 1982.
I love how he names things. Pola and Royd.
Yep.
You can tell that was from the 80s.
Oh, yes. So while he was drawing the wedding and Dr. Slump's characters, Senbai Norimaki and Midori Yamabuki, there we go. I did it. Akira Toriyama himself married the shoujo manga's artist Nachi Mikami, referred to Yoshimi, in the final volume of Dr. Slump in 1982. His wife stopped her career after this occasion. Also in 1982, Toriyama's Dr. Slump won the Shogun Kugan Manga Award for the Best Shonen or Shoujo Manga Series of the Year. This initial success allowed Toriyama to get his place among the new manga artists at the time, including Masazaki Katsura, who would become one of his best friends and whom he would collaborate several years later for several manga. Yeah, so like one major success just kicked everything off.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. So it is difficult to pinpoint the source of Toriyama's artwork inspiration at this point. He admires Astro Boy, which he considers the creator of his inspiration. As he is a big fan of Godzilla and Ultraman, he was also impressed by Walt Disney's 101 Dalmatians, which he remembers for the great art. Jackie Chan films, notably the Drunken Master movie, also influenced him greatly. Akira Toriyama also stated that he's a big fan of the Star Wars series, as you always should be.
It all checks out based on Dragon Ball.
So he's a nerd, got it. So his second manga, Mysterious Rain Jack, 1978, is a Star Wars parody. The Star Wars character C-3PO appears in Wonder Island 2. R2-D2 and a Stormtrooper appear in Dr. Slump Chapter 14. Simbai and Ariel Norimaki are disguised as C-3PO and R2-D2 in the cover of Dr. Slump Chapter 16. Several Star Wars characters appear in the cover of Dr. Slump Chapter 25. Ariel and Gachan appear disguised as Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader on the cover of Dr. Slump Chapter 29, and Yoda has a cameo in Dr. Slump Chapter 41.
Fantastic.
This is how you know it was before Disney owned it.
Yeah. It was also the 80s, so it was all Lucas, and George Lucas did not care.
No, not like the
He
mouse.
allowed Spaceballs to happen. He didn't care.
Yeah, God bless him for that.
Agreed.
So the success of Dr. Slump is such that the production company Toei Animation created 2 animated television adaptations, Dr. Slump and Ariel-chan, that ran from 1981 to 1986 on Fuji TV and spanned 243 episodes, and a remake titled Dr. Slump that ran for 74 episodes from November 26, 1997 to September 22nd, 1999. There are also 11 movies based on the Doctor series, including one based on the 1997 remake. So, yeah, he made a lot.
Yeah.
So, what? I haven't heard of Will.
Dr. Slump.
Really?
Yeah. Are you shocked?
No. So prior to 1997 anime remake, a 4-volume manga series or manga sequel was made by Taiko Kouma and Katsuyoshi Nakashiri.
Yeah.
Dr. Slump returns, but only for a little while, which ran from 1994 to 1996. Toriyama himself later made a short sequel to Dr. Slump titled Dr. Mashirito and Abel-chan in 2007. Okay. Don't know too much on those. From Dr. Slump, Toriyama wanted more than anything to keep some independence and founded his own working studio, Bird Studio. In 1983, that same year, he created 2 new manga, Dragon Boy and The Adventures of Tongpo, which were prototypes for his following manga series, Dragon Ball.
Hey.
See, there we're getting somewhere. So,
progress.
Dragon Ball was one of the linchpins for what is accepted as the golden age of Jump. The success from Dragon Ball encouraged Akira Toriyama to continue working on the series from 1984 to 1995. During that 11-year period, he made 519 chapters collected into 42 Takuban volumes. Each volume has an average of 200 pages, so the entire Dragon Ball storyline extends to almost 9,000 pages.
Jesus.
That's a lot.
Crazy.
Toriyama had 3 editors for his manga for the series. Kazuhiko Toshima, who worked with Toriyama for his first manga series, Dr. Slump, and the first half of the Dragon Ball manga. Yu Kondo, who was involved with the Dragon Ball during the most popular times, and Fuyuto Takeda, who took over the position during the Perfect Cell saga and also served as Toriyama's editor for the post-Dragon Ball works. Akira Toriyama only had 2 assistants during his career. Hihashi Tanaka? Tanaka?
Yeah, Hisashi Tanaka.
Thank you. Who also worked on the first half of Dr. Slump, and Takeshi Matsumiya, who was Toriyama's assistant for the second half of Dr. Slump, the whole Dragon Ball manga and post-Dragon Ball works. The benefit of the Dragon Ball quickly led to the creation of the animated TV series Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT by Toei Animation, feature-length animated movies and video games. Unlike Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT, was not based on Akira Toriyama's original manga, instead being created by Toei Animation as a sequel.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. As the original creator of Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama attended production meetings to provide input in the progression of the series, as well as give general thoughts on expanding upon the original material for the 3 anime series, and even providing character designs and the sketches for filler and movie characters. The Dragon Ball anime spawn over 500 episodes made in Japan and are produced and licensed for North America and Australia by Funimation, which now it's Toei Animation as a whole.
Yeah, Funimation from us.
Yeah, well, the studio is still around. They're just now with Crunchyroll
Yeah, they
as
merged
a whole.
right?
Mm-hmm. And
They
then
got the Square Enix treatment.
yeah. Now moving on to his other successes. So with Kira Sakuma and Akira Toriyama co-authored help me
Hitapi
out
manga
here.
Kinkyojo.
Thank you. A manga in which he explains how to create a manga. He originally published in Fresh Jump between October 1982 and March 1984 and was made into one of volumes in 1985. Oh, so he created a book to help you create your own manga. That's cool.
That's nice.
Akira Toriyama's clean line and design sense led to jobs designing characters for the phenomenally popular Dragon Quest series, of the role-playing game formerly called Dragon Warrior in North America since 1986, as well as the second anime adaptation Dragon Warrior Legend of the Hero Abel, which started in December 1989 on Fuji TV. Several Dragon Quest monster designs by Toriyama made cameo appearances during the preliminaries of the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournament in Dragon Ball. Yeah, if you go and look at any Dragon Quest art book, it's straight up Dragon Ball.
Just the dinosaurs.
It's very easy to tell.
Yeah, the dinosaurs alone are literally his entire design, which is hilarious.
I love that there was always dinosaurs there. Like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
So in 1988, he created the puppet characters for a short film titled Apple Pop that was shown in April in Hiraki Honkiki, a Japanese TV program for children. That same year, Toriyama produced his first animated film, Kotsuki and Rikimaru.
Kosuke and Rikimaru.
Thank you. I got the second
It's
one.
like Sasuke. Yeah, like Sasuke.
The Dragon of Kanpai Island, lasting 1 hour and featuring 2 young samurai who are the guardians of the island of Kanpai, on which lives a dragon. Which, that was kind of on the nose, but okay. He worked in person on the animated movie adaptations of his manga Pink and Kinosuke-sama, shown as part of the triple feature with Dragon Ball Z: The Tree of Might during the Toei Anime Fair in July 1990. The same year, he started a new manga titled The Cashman Saving Soldier, which was published by V-Jump. A sequel to Cashman Saving Soldier, supervised by Akira Toriyama, was made in 1998 by Taiko Komiya and Gatsuyoshi. God, their names.
Tatsuyoshi Nakatsuru.
Yeah, sorry, like this
This
sinus stuff is killing me. Titled New Cashman Saving Soldier. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. This is a nightmare for my throat, but okay. So in 1993, he wrote Go Go Ackman, a manga that has been adapted into a series of 3 platform games for the Super Famicom and Maze Chase game, similar to that to Pac-Man for Game Boy. Between 1994 and 1995, Go Go Ackman was also adapted into a 15-minute animated movie that premiered at the 1994 V-Jump Festa. Between 1993 and 1995, expositions of works by Toriyama, The World of Akira Toriyama and Akira Toriyama Expedition, and locations in major cities in Japan and collected more than 400,000 visitors in 3 years.
Wow. And that was early on too.
That's not what's going on right now, where it's way more than that. So.
Oh yeah.
And then Toriyama was also also the character designer for the Super Famicom, PlayStation, Nintendo DS RPG Chrono Trigger, which was in 1994, 1999, and 2008. The fighting games Tobal No. 1 in 1996 and the sequel Tobal 2 1997 for the PlayStation, as well as the Mistwalker Xbox 360 exclusive RPG Blue Dragon 2006 and its anime adaptation in 2008.
Oh, so he did work with the Gooch. Because Mistwalker is Sakaguchi's company, I believe, yeah.
And Blue Dragon's awesome.
Is it?
Oh, Blue Dragon's such a good game. And series, but good game. So Akira Toriyama stopped his Dragon Ball manga in 1995 in an open end, wanting to take a break and leisurely draw shorter stories. This same year, he gave several interviews for the Dasanshu, a series of books which contain coverage on the Dragon Ball series. It's like an encyclopedia for the Dragon Ball series. There we go.
Yeah.
Toriyama's works after Dragon Ball wasn't indeed short stories, 100 to 200 pages, and include Koa from 1997 to 1998. Kajika from 1998 to 1999, Sandland 2000, and Nekomajin 1999 to 2005. He designed new covers when the Dragon Ball manga was re-released from December 4th, 2002 to April 2nd, 2004. As part of the 34-volume Kazunban collection, he was also slightly rewrote the final 4 ending pages.
Ooh.
In 2003, Toriyama made a children's book titled Tokyo the Angel. Toriyama's Bird Studio designed their own electric car in 2005, the Cube Volt. In winter 2000, apparently, in winter 2006, Akira Toriyama worked on a one-shot called Cross Epoch in cooperation with the One Piece creator. I don't know how to say Oda's given name. Sorry, I just call him Oda. In 2007, Toriyama... What?
Eiichiro.
Eiichiro? Oh, okay. In 2007, Toriyama made a short sequel to Dr. Slump titled Dr. Masahiro and Abel-chan and published in the 4th issue of the Weekly Shonen Jump. Oh. Yeah. There's a lot. He has done a lot.
Yeah.
Now getting to back in 1984, Akira Toriyama met Kunihiro Suzuki. Is that right?
Yeah.
Jesse? Okay.
Kunihiro Suzuki.
A man who worked in the mid-scale models by his assistant Takeshi Matsusuma. 2 years later, in 1986, Kunihiro Suzuki called Toriyama to help him with the task of the creation for a model of female auxiliary for the Wen March named Lisa. By the way, this is these are actual models.
Is that like Gundam? Sort of.
Kinda. It's a model kit. Obviously not Gundam, but it's a different time. These are actual literal tanks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Toriyama realized the design of the box and assembly instructions. It was first model of the market was designed by amateur The model Lisa came in a very limited edition and was very successful. In 1987, the duo reformed with this time a futuristic hovercraft named the Scout Mobile Tongpo. Just as Lisa, Scout Mobile Tongpo was a success. Kunihiro Suzuki finally ended up creating his own company in 1991 named Fine Molds and based in Nagoya, thank you. Close to Toriyama's Bird Studio. After two successful collaborations, it was natural that Kunihiro Suzuki asked Toriyama to make the company logo. In 1999, Toriyama gave a facelift to the company logo, and based on the company's dog. For the occasion, a model of the dog was produced for a contest. In 1992, the collaboration between Kunihiko Suzuki and Akira Toriyama were born for 3 years for a new collection named World Fighter Collection. The series consists of 7 models of the soldiers, the same name as the Dragon Balls, with embellic weapons. Akira Toriyama made the assembly instructions for the packaging. The first character came out in the fall of 1992, a Waffen SS with a Shek ZB-26 machine gun that Toriyama drew in SD. For anybody who doesn't know, SD is super distorted. Coming from Gundam.
Yeah.
So, the second model of the U.S. Army was with a Thompson M1A1. The third is a Japanese military with a 38 6.5 millimeter type rifle. The fourth is a woman of the USSR Army with the PPSH 1941. The fifth is a woman with the U.S. Army with a Colt M16A2. Gosh, I can't read. The sixth is a man of the German Army with the MG34, and the seventh was the last of the Japanese military with the Type 64 assault rifle that came out in 1994.
These models are hilarious looking.
I bet they are. In 2008, the magazine specialized in scale model armor modeling held a contest with the help of Fine Molds. Akira Toriyama is requested for 2 covers of the magazine and the design of the implication of the model. The result of the work was shown in the Model Hobby Show in 2008. Ugh. We're getting there. We're getting down. Oh, I know this might be a little bit of a long episode.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. So in 2008, Akira Toriyama began working on a manga projects with his longtime best friend, Masakazu Kashura, with Kashura drawing the illustrations and Toriyama writing the story. The 2 widely known manga artists made Sashi-chan Go 2008 and Gia 2009 to 2010. Both later collected into a single volume released on April 4th, 2014 in Japan. In 2009, Toriyama commissioned Avex Trax to draw a portrait of the pop singer. Oh God, I don't know.
Ayumi Hamasaki.
Thank you. This portrait was printed on the CD of her single Rule/Sparkle. Akira Toriyama made a new one-shot titled Kentoki, released in November 2010, making this manga the first solo project with an original story since Sandland in 2000. Akira Toriyama collaborated with the Shonen Jump to create a video to raise awareness and support for these affected by the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and the tsunami on March 11th of the same year of 2011, which is cool. I like seeing artists do something and put out awareness to buy stuff so they then use that money to support disasters. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And then in 2013, he received a special award for the 40th International Comics Festival in France as part of the 45th anniversary celebration of Jump. Toriyama made a manga series titled Jocko, the Galactic Patrolman, which debuted in July 13th, 2013. Issue a weekly Shonen Jump and ended in the September 30th, 2013 issue. The manga is part of the Akira Toriyama call his Galactic Patrol series, along with the Sashi-chan Go and Gia. That name
So
might
that's
sound
where it came from.
familiar. Yeah, he didn't pop out of nowhere. Like, he had his own series prior. In a 4-panel comic published on June 4th, 2014, in the 2014 Psycho Jump number 7, which also includes a reprint of the first Nekomajin chapter, the 59-year-old Akira Toriyama explained that he was originally contacted to do a special Dragon Ball comic for the issue. However, due to the combination of slacking off and being busy with other work, along with giving the other editors baseless reassurance that things were coming along, it was ultimately decided that the issue would be a collection of Dragon Ball contests from other authors instead. Okay, that's cool. Toriyama celebrated the decision as something he could really get behind. The issue features the 30th Dragon Ball SD chapter, along with the bonus Majin Buu extra story by Noah Oshii, a bonus Dragon Ball Heroes Victory Mission extra story by Tototaro, which is another name you might know nowadays, a Dragon Ball Heroes Charisma Mission chapter by Yoshitake Nagama, a new installment in the anime comic for Dragon Ball GT, a Dragon Ball crossovers with the tale of Ishobi by Ryo Nakama, and a new part of the Naho Oshi's interview of Akira Toriyama. And then, sadly, now we come to his death. So, Akira Toriyama died on March 1st, 2024, at the age of 68 from the article Acute Subdermal Hematoma. So, that's an aneurysm?
Kind of, not quite. It's essentially like blood builds up between your brain and the outer covering.
After Toriyama's ultimately untimely passing, his former assistant Takahashi Matsumi help me out here.
Takashi Matsuyama.
Thank you. Revealed in his interview with Chunchi Simban, where he reminisced the conversation he had with Toriyama in the fall of 2003, where Toriyama revealed to him about his brain tumor surgery that he was supposed to occur sometime after New Year's Eve, and stated that with the sudden shock of hearing about his death later in March, he was also briefly touched upon Toriyama's struggles to quit smoking after his doctors requested him to do so, and may likely be what caused the tumor to appear. So he had a tumor. That's sad. I did not know about that part. In Toriyama's acceptance speech for the Tokyo Anime Festival Lifetime Achievement Award, published posthumously, at the very end of his speech, Toriyama made remarks about his lifestyle from when he was young and how then he had no confidence over his health and didn't know how long he could go on with his works. Yeah. It's sad.
It is sad.
It's very sad. Rest in peace, Toriyama. But because of his great influence in the world, we do have his legacy going forward, and design like in the designs that will always stay with us, which is super great. So, in his time with the Dragon Ball manga and with the anime itself, he did have his own designs that he made specifically for the shows. So in the Dragon Ball anime, you have the Hikiri bird. Hikui bird. It's a purple white bird.
I don't remember that at all.
No, not really.
In Dragon Ball Z, he had Gregory, Princess Snake, which is the concept at least, the Barbaric Saiyans, the Mustache Tuffle, the Saiyan habitat on Plant, King Vegeta with only his head. They didn't, because he didn't have his body yet. Pycon and Grand Kai.
Should have. Shout out to PyCon. Should have been more involved in the show.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Pikkon was great.
Pikkon was great.
In Dragon Ball GT, we had Goku, his little form, Pan, Trunks, Gohan, Videl, Goten, Chi-Chi, Oob, Mr. Satan, Krillin, Bulma, Bula, Vegeta, Meddling Robot, Grand Tour Spaceship, the Monmasu, Giant from Mamasu, which Mamasu's, I'm pretty sure, is a planet if I recall.
Mhm.
Kara, the Sandipede, and a planet which went unused for GT. Apparently, they had an unused planet. Which he did a lot. He also did the concept for Super Saiyan 4 Goku as well. For Dragon Ball Super, he did Broly and Paragus, which were redesigns. Obviously, because their original designs were nothing like what we got in Super.
No, much more chill. Well, Broly is anyway.
Yeah. In Dragon Ball Daima, he redesigned Super Saiyan 4, which was a really weird bulked up version. Like, between the two, I
Super Swole.
prefer GT. Like, I'm not a huge fan of GT, but Super Saiyan 4 GT or Super Saiyan 4 and GT was better than Daima's for sure.
I agree.
In the episode of Bardock, he created Chilled, Ipana, and Barry.
Where is that? Why do I not? What is episode Bardock?
So episode Bardock it's a special episode where you know how you start Xenoverse 2, right?
Yeah.
You saw the cutscene where when Frieza destroys Planet Namek or Planet Vegeta, and Bardock quote unquote dies. Well, supposedly he was sucked into a black hole and went back in time.
Oh
And
no.
he was the reason why there was the Legend of the Super Saiyan, because technically he's the first Super Saiyan.
Really?
And that's why Frieza's race, because Chilled is an ancestor of Frieza, and that's why Frieza's race is so scared of the Legend of the Super Saiyan, is because Bardock went Super Saiyan and kicked the living crap out of him.
Where? Oh, it's just manga. It's not. It hasn't been animated.
What?
Episode of Bardock.
It was animated.
Where is it at? Oh.
You can't watch it. Like, they don't have anywhere where you can stream or watch it.
Okay, so you can't. All right.
That's why. And then pre-Battle of the Gods, so the Path of Power, Commander Red, Staff Office Black, General Blue, General White, General Violet, Major Metatron, Android 8, Giant Robot. Obviously, this is all like actual like Dragon Ball and Z with the movies and stuff.
Yeah. Shout out Android 8.
Android 8's great. Dr. Wheelo, the Tree of Might, Lord Slug, Pseudo Super Saiyan, partially. Cooler, fourth form and final form. Salza, Dora, Knees, Android 13, Android 14 and 15. Broly, which all versions of him, including, Super. Bojack, Zangya, Baido, Bujin, Kuji, Janemba, Taipon, Minotia, Bardock, Tora, Fasha, Shugesh, and Borgos. Which some of those are also redesigns, Bardock and On, due to he redid like the episode 0 Bardock stuff eventually, to where he redesigned some of the characters. Now, getting into his designs for video games, we have MB Army General, Ashura Robo, Coralin. I don't remember this. Don't remember him. Majin Ozada, future Dr. Mashido, and Carmel Manje. Which were these Dragon Ball? Was that Dr. Slump? Dr. Slump. Numerous Dragon Ball Online designs, as in Toa and Mira. Android 21, which is their normal state and transform good form. Shallot, base form from Dragon Ball Legends. Zaha, which is also Legends. Giblet, which is also Legends. Kane, Galena, Protheus. Prometheus. Thank you. And then Navigator and Banyu. Banyu from Dragon Ball Kakarot. Navigator. Oh, that's Jump Force. Boo. Where's Prometheus from?
Why boo? Jump Force looked great.
Oh, also Jump Force.
Oh.
I had my...
I like the look of it. I don't know anything about a majority of it, but I've just seen stills of it. I'm like, this looks really good.
Galena's from that too.
I wasn't a huge Jump Force person because seeing the art, like pseudo realistic designs, was weird.
That's what I liked. Yeah, it was weird. It was like Superhero, where they kind of changed the look of it. I was like, well, this is a nice change of base. It takes a second to get used to, but something different.
Fair. All right. Well, this is a good time to take a mid break because we still have to go over all his works. So stay tuned for more.
Why have you summoned me? Tell me your wish now.
Welcome to the middle of the show. We're talking about everything with the podcast. This has nothing to do with the lore of Dragon Ball. Here, we want to thank all of our amazing listeners. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show and listening to the show. And if you want to support the show, first off, shout out this podcast to all your friends and let them listen to Dragon Ball because it's great. You can also give us reviews and ratings on Apple and Spotify. Leave 5-star review on Apple with some words or a nice Spotify comment. Read it out loud next time on the show, which we actually have our first ever Spotify comment from Ben B. Finally, my fave anime that I can now listen to the lore, 10 out of 10. May have missed episode 3 recording, but when do you think of the mess up over YouTube's playlist on one of the Bandai Namco YouTube channel, but a Xenoverse 3 playlist with a trailer for the new game on it, and I love the show and perfect trio to do it.
Well, thank you.
Thanks.
You heard it here, folks. We're the perfect trio.
Yeah.
It's a nice balance. We got two who know what they're talking about, one who has no idea. So I can ask with the audience.
I was going to say, but the question is, which two are the ones that know?
Well,
Fair enough.
I assure you I am not the one who knows.
You can also find us on a few different Discord servers, the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord server, the Ben and Friends Podcasting Discord, where you can find this show and all the other shows that we host, which are Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, the Final Fantasy Lorecast, the Gundam Lorecast, the Wizarding World Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. A lot. Yeah.
There's a lot.
Other than that, news-wise, not too much, really. They keep posting the daily art stuff that Toriyama did for a lot of the characters every single day. So, like today, as we're recording, is Mr. Satan as his mini version from Daima.
Awesome.
Which is hilarious. Yeah, and stay tuned for Xenoverse 3 news next month, because we'll get news on that in April. After that ball drop. Allegedly, quote unquote. We'll get it. It'll be a thing. But, alright. You guys have anything for the mid-break?
Nope.
Alright. Let's get back into more of Toriyama's works.
This is your fix.
I'm your host, Stassi Schroeder. Welcome to Tell Me Lies, the official podcast. What's the most unhinged thing of season 3?
Steven, because he's so evil.
I do think he is misunderstood.
You see everyone face consequences. It's intoxicating.
The writers just know how to trick you.
There's always a twist in this show.
Tell Me Lies, the official podcast, January 6th, and stream the new season of Tell Me Lies, January 13th on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
All right, so Toriyama has made a lot of works. Now I will I won't be going over all the synopsis of these works because that's a lot. It's a lot. So his first is Awawa World, back from 1997. We have Mysterious Rainjack from 1998. Wonder Island, which was released in 1978 to 1979. Today, Highlight Island, published in 1979. Tomato, Girl Detective in 1979. Which I think, that was probably what started him naming characters after fruits and vegetables. I wouldn't put it past that. We have then Dr. Slump, which is his first major series, which was from 1980 to 1984. We have Pola and Royd, which was a one-shot in 1981. We have Escape, which is also another one-shot, published in 1982. Mad Mactic, which is another one-shot in 1982. Pink, which was released in October 1982, which is also another one-shot. We have Chobit, which was a 2-part manga published in Shonen Jump in February 1983. We have Dragon Boy, which was a 2-part manga released in 1983, notable for being the prototype for the Dragon Ball manga.
Especially if you look at the cover for it, it's literally Goku and Chi-Chi.
Oh, absolutely it is. We have The Adventures of Tong Po, a 2-part manga released in 1983, also in Weekly Shonen Jump. Which this is the inspiration of Dragon Ball in introducing the early concept for the capsule, as well as the elements of Dragon Ball Chapter 2. Which is pretty cool. We have Akira Toriyama's Manga Theater, which is 3 volumes that were compilations of mini one-shots by Toriyama, originally released in 1983, 1988, and 1997, which included Wonder Island, Tomato, Pola and Royd, and Matic and Chobit. We have Dragon Ball, which obviously started in 1984 all the way up to 1995. Which obviously this is the whole podcast is on, so there you go. We have Happy Manga Kinyuju, which is also another one-shot, back in 1982 to 1984, which was released to showcase how to create manga, as well as Toribot. That's where he first introduced Toribot, which is his own essentially his own mascot that he uses for himself.
Yeah, it's like his avatar.
Yeah. We have Mr. Ho, one shot released in 1986. We had Lady Red, which is a 4-page gag manga considered erotic, in April 10th, 1987. Which
hold on, read that.
Please read that one to
them. So it was premiered in Super Jump #2, also featured Akira Toriyama, Maiden, Meikon Zenkai Volume 1. Lady Red is an inept female crime fighter who discovers that prostitution pays better money. By the way, we do not condone that.
But we don't shame the people who do.
Oh, we do not. Hey, pays better money.
Dear God.
Do your thing.
Oh my God. And then we have Konosuke-sama, which is a one-shot released in 1987. Also appeared in Akira Toriyama's Manga Theater Volume 2. We have Sancho, which is another one-shot in 1988. He has a lot of one-shots.
Yeah.
Mami Jiro, which is another one-shot in 1988. We have
I wonder if
Clears.
he just like came up with ideas and was like, I'm just gonna write this down real quick and then create a whole one shot out of it.
Probably, I would.
Just whatever sprang in his mind, because some of these are like, this was not
Out
planned.
of the world? No. Oh, dear God, no.
This was scribbled on a notepad.
So we have Clear Skies Karamaru, which is another one-shot in 1989. We have Rocky, another one-shot in 1989, which is a Dr. Slump spinoff. The main protagonist, Rocky, drives a race car, committing speeding in series. Speeding in series?
Sure.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, you said it right.
That's what it says there.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if they said it right.
We have Wolf, which is another one-shot in 1990. In the pages of the art book Akira Toriyama of the World, it's kind of a modern Little Red Riding Hood, where the wolf spends his time making trips on a motorcycle. Yeah. We have Cashman Saving Soldier, which is a 3-part manga published between 1990 and 1991 in V-Jump and also featured in Akira Toriyama Manga Theater Volume 3. The main protagonist looks like members of the Frieza clan, as Cashman was published during the same period as the Frieza saga. Nindora is a policeman from the planet Bayer Tipjon. Sure. One day his ship crashes on Earth when pursuing dangerous criminals in space. He repairs his ship, but short of fuel, he takes his appearance of the man he accidentally killed when he arrived on Earth. Oh, dear God. Chapat, a lazy and coward policeman from a slope town, to raise the sum of 17 million yen needed to buy fuel for his ship, which is gold. Oh, God. Doria fights crime for money as Cashman, resuming his extraterrestrial appearance in the first chapter. Cashman serves as an old man and his daughter threatened as a truant. Oh.
Threatened by a truant.
A truant. Oh. Like the word creatures? Like the
He saves the old man and a daughter named by a truant. No, like somebody's just like...
Oh.
Like...
Truant usually means like somebody that's not showing up. Like if you're truant from school, you didn't go to school. But
I'm thinking of like
feel like they mean like a
wood
vagrant.
monsters, like in
you're thinking
a treant.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. And then confronts the interstellar gangsters he was pursuing before his arrival on Earth. In the second chapter, he saves Chapel's girlfriend from the clutches of a gang called the Devil Kids. In the third chapter, he snatches a briefcase containing 1 billion yen from a professional thief called Albert Dupont.
Okay.
All right. Now we have Monmon no Sumi Yugi, which is a one-shot crossover published in 1992.
It has Goku in it.
Which, includes main weekly Shonen Jump heroes participating, including Goku from Dragon Ball, Jotaro Kujo from JoJo Bizarre's Adventures, Ai Amino from Video Girl Ai, and Mon from Mon.
Mon.
Stop it. That's not the name. Mon from Mon.
Yes. Oh, God.
It's like
Oh, God. Stop. Just stop. Now we have Dub and Peter 1, which is a 4-part manga released in 1992 to 1993, which later appeared in filler episodes of DBZ. That's funny. And the main characters, Dub and Peter, make a cameo in the spin-off manga Dragon Ball Heroes Victory Mission. We have Go-Go Ackman, 11-part manga published by V-Jump in July 1993 to October 1994. Dr. Slump returns, but only for a little while. 4-volume sequel to Dr. Slump that was made by Taiko Koama and Kazuyoshi Nakashuri.
Kazuyoshi Nakatsuru.
Thank you. From 1994 to 1996. Then we have Alien X Peak. 2-part manga released in August 1996 in Weekly Shonen Jump, and also featured in Akira Toriyama's Mankana Siki Volume 2, which this is the return of his year-long post-Dragon Ball hiatus. Okay. We have Toki Mecha, which is a 3-part manga published in 1996 to January 1997. Boo Boo in the Magical Village, a one-shot released in 1997. What's really fun. So, based on a dimension inhabited by magic wielders or other monsters, also known as Majins.
Oh.
We have Koa, one-volume series started in 1997 and ended in 1998. Let's see. Pafu, a young half-vampire. This is since this is the first project since the end of Dragon Ball. Okay. What?
I was laughing at Super.
Oh God. Super.
Look in the chat.
Oh God, don't you dare. New Cashman Saving Soldier, 1-volume sequel to Cashman Saving Soldier, published in May 1997 and 1998. We have Kajika, a 1-volume series that originally ran in Weekly Shonen Jump in 1998 to 1999. About saving 1,000 animals to cancel the fate of killing a fox. Okay. We have Haiyo no... help me out here, Jesse.
Mahi Mahi.
There you go. Thank you.
No, Mahi Mahi.
One shot released
Like
in
the fish?
January. Sure. One shot released in January 1999. It follows the underwater adventure of a small triton called Sui Sui. So yes, like the fish.
Oh, interesting.
We have Nico Majin, which is a gag manga, originally ran from 1989 to 2004. Characters from the Dragon Ball series do make appearances in it. We have Hyotom, which is a one-shot manga in 2000, during E-Jump. We have Sandland, which is a one-volume series, originally ran in the Weekly Shonen Jump during the summer 2000, which does have a game, by the way. They have a game now.
Yes, they do.
Which is pretty cool, and he worked on the game too. Obviously. Oh God. We have
I was looking forward to this.
Bitch's Life. Akira Toriyama made one illustration for this 2001 art book. Oh God.
Sad there's no hyperlink for it. So I can
Right?
see what it is.
Well, now we have Tokyo the Angel, which is a book for young children, released by Shueisha in January 24th, 2003. And apparently one of the guardian angels also resemble the fat Majin Buu.
First of all, just Majin Buu. You don't have to throw that
Yeah,
smut on his name.
you didn't even have to call him fat, because it's only Majin Buu when it's fat anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know why they had to do him like that, but
We have
'cause
Kochi. We have
Evil
Kochi.
Boo and Kid Boo.
You have Kochi Kami, which is another one-shot crossover chapter between Dragon Ball and Kochi Kami series, released in 2006. We have Cross Epoch, one-shot between Dragon Ball and One Piece. Dr. Mashiro and Abel-chan, which is a spinoff of Dr. Mashirito Jr., the son of Dr. Slump. His antagonist, by the way. Sachi-chan Good, which is another one-shot, published in 2008. And also along with Gia and Jaco, the Galactic Controller.
Hang on. I need you to read the description for Sachi-chan Good.
Which one? Sachicho?
Yeah,
Sachi-chan?
please do.
One Shot
Yes,
by
please do.
Akira Toriyama and Masakazi Katsura, published in May 2008 in Jump Square and released in a collective volume of Jira on April 4th, 2014. It's a part of the Akira Toriyama's Galactic Patrol series, along with Jira and Jacko, the Galactic Patrolman. Sachi is a girl hung up by a birthmark on her buttocks and whose strength increases on some occasions. One day she meets an alien race that want to help her of her father, the famous ninja Momomochi XX, to take down the tyrannous Mills from the planet Octo. Sachi decides to help with the aliens instead of her father in exchange to get rid of her birthmark. What the hell?
I
Oh my
don't know what
God.
this is, but I love it.
Oh my God, that's
It's
ridiculous.
just absurd, and I love that.
We have
Love this
Oshishima
press.
no Sama, a two-part manga made for a brochure in 2030 magazine Saisu Shinraku Biosphere to introduce children to environmentalist issues.
It's good.
What?
It's the original Final Fantasy VII. Oh, I guess not original, but
Oh dear God. We have Jira, which is a 3-part one-shot by Toriyama, ran from December 2009 to 2010, which also went with Jacko and Sachi-chan Go. Or Sachi-chan Go? Go. We have Kentoki, which is another one-shot, released in 2010. Yeah, that one doesn't have anything crazy. 25 Years with JoJo. So this is a booklet based on Shueisha's Ultra Jump magazine on September 19th, 2012, celebrating the 25th anniversary of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Then we have Jocko and the Galactic Patrolman, a 1-volume series, which debuted on July 13th, 2013, which obviously this is where, Jocko comes from Dragon Ball. The manga follows the story of a powerful, quote-unquote, powerful
yeah, wait.
Galactic Patrolman named Jocko, who's stranded on Earth. Bulma's older sister Tights is one of the main protagonists. The characters from Toriyama's other manga make cameo appearances, such as a Martian, a Namekian, a tech-like alien, Murlusa from Kentucky, and Daigoro Kurigashia, Goku, Grandpa Gohan, and the Brief family.
Wow.
Yeah. So so the episode where we see in Super where Bulma calls Tights and like Vegeta and Goku find out that she has a sister, that was not just the characters finding out that she has a sister, but it's also like everybody who watched Dragon Ball is like, she has a sister?
Right.
Because
I'm finding out right now because I don't remember that part.
That's when she's building the Super Dragon Ball radar before the Universe 6-7 fight.
It's been a while since I watched the beginning of Super.
It's like 30, 40 episodes in, I think. We have the tale of Ishobi. Ishobi is a tough being, a floating world, which is a special Dragon Ball crossover with the tale of Ishobi, which was published in 2014. Psycho Jump #7, penned and authored by Ryo Nakama. A young Goku encounters the titular Isobi, who is reading a book of erotic e-prints. Goku asks what he is reading and then introduces himself as Goku. However, Goku misunderstands the Arabic language and Sobi's own self-introduction and starts calling the samurai Dishoro, which is an old-fashioned copula that takes place during the for samurai. The Ishobi continues to try to explain to Goku who he is. He mentions that he could that he could fell the tree behind him with a single stroke. So Goku attempts the same using his fists, doing so easily as Yoshibi feigns drowsiness in order to avoid having to show off his own strength. Master Roshi shows up and takes the book of dirty pictures while Goku waves goodbye to Destoro.
Of course he does.
Indicates that although the
That's all
story was not directly written by him, Akira Toriyama was still involved with the project. Oh my god. Now we have movies. So that's all the manga. Now we get into movies. We have Crusher Joe, which was in March of 1983. Apple Pop, which was in 1988.
Puppet Theater.
What? Which one?
Apple Pop is Puppet
Apple Pop
Theater.
is a Puppet Theater release, which dramas the characters. It features a family of wolves, a dragon, and a big yellow duck monster who is a magician. Oh, dear God. We have...
I feel like I'm in a dream right now.
Kosuke and Rikimaru, the Dragon of Kopi Island, which is a 6-minute movie that is the first animated film produced by Toriyama, which released in 1988. We have Pink, Water Bandit, Rain Bandit, which is a 30-minute anime adaptation of Toriyama's 1982 manga Pink, back in July 7th, 1990. It was also part of a triple feature, which Kensaku-sama and Dragon Ball Z The Tree of Might. The film was also distributed on video in May 1994 as a double feature alongside with Tensoko-sama. And then we have Tensoko-sama, which is a 20-minute anime adaptation of Toriyama's 1987 manga released in July 7th, 1980. Then we have game designs. So there's also a lot here. We have Dragon Quest 2, 3, 4, 5, Torneko no Daiboken Fushia no Dungeon. Oh, is that one of the... Is that a freaking Dragon Quest dungeon game? I wouldn't be surprised.
It says no dungeon.
Well, that's not what it means. Chrono Trigger, Dragon Quest 6, Tobal 1, Tobal 2, Dragon Quest Monsters, Torneko The Last Hope, Dragon Quest 7, Warriors of Eden, Dragon Quest Monsters 2, Torneko no Daiboken 3, Dragon Quest Monsters Cavern Heart, Slime Mori Mori Dragon Quest, Kenshin Dragon Quest 8, Dragon Quest Heroes Rocket Slime, Dragon Quest Shonen Yangus to Fushi no Dungeon, Blue Dragon, Dragon Quest Monsters Joker, Dragon Quest Swords, The Masked Queen and the Tower of Mirrors, Dragon Quest 9, Dragon Quest Monsters Joker 2, Slime Mori Dragon Quest 3, Dragon Quest 10, and Dragon Quest 11.
When did this man sleep? What the hell?
Good question.
What is sleep?
Good
Oh my
Lord.
gosh. He did a lot. And then finally, we're at trivia. We're at the end of the episode, everyone. It's been a long... I literally, none of our episodes have been less than an hour.
There's a lot in these.
So Akira Toriyama created a character based off himself called Toribot that made a few appearances in Dr. Slump, the early parts of Dragon Ball manga, and Dragon Ball Z TV series and movies, and in Dragon Ball GT. Before using Toribot, Toriyama drew himself as an anthropomorphic bird called Tori, as Tori means bird in Japanese.
Oh. Fun.
Oh, that's cool. Akira Toriyama himself is included in the character directory in Daizenshu 7, as he is described as the ultimate ruler of the Dragon Ball universe and a gentleman far, far greater than even the Supreme Kais. Okay, that's cool. I like that
That's
a lot.
good.
He's also stated that his favorite characters in the Dragon Ball series were Ten Shion and Future Trunks, as well as Krillin and Mr. Satan. Akira Toriyama also said that he liked King Piccolo / Piccolo and Goku about the same. He also said that Goku was his favorite character in the interview with Shonen Jump in 1995. He stated that Super Janemba was his favorite part of the original 13 movie villains, and that his favorite Dragon Ball movie / special was Dragon Ball Z Bardock, the father of Goku. and that is the same kind of story he absolutely wouldn't draw. Toriyama said that Jocko was the #1 favorite story and protagonist out of anything he's done in the past.
You don't mean that.
I don't know. Oh.
Also, if he loved Tien so much, why did he do him dirty all the time?
So all the original characters are phenomenal in Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
But when you get to Z, they are dumbed down, except for Krillin. Krillin's the only one that actually has holds power over all the others. Okay, out of all the humans, Krillin's the strongest.
Yeah. Is he stronger than Tien?
I would say they're at least on par.
Yeah, I'd say they're about the same.
But they're all better than Yamcha.
Well,
Poor Yamcha.
In an interview conducted in 2007 with Shonen Jump, Akira Toriyama revealed that he did not consider what is occurring in preceding chapters of his stories. Which, makes sense. He stated in an interview that he preferred telling stories in open, natural places at daylight because building and light take longer time to draw, especially in the civilization of Dragon Ball, where the deadlines were very strict.
That's true. I never thought about that, but you really never see anything happen at night in the anime.
No, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
There's very few times where it's nighttime in the series. As at a whole. Really? Actually?
Yeah.
So
I can think of one instance. It was literally just when Piccolo first takes Gohan to train.
There's that, and there's also when Namek is about to explode.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, the sky is. I don't know if that's night as much as the planet is exploding.
It's tomato, tomato.
Yeah.
And some of his commentaries for Dragon Ball volumes, such as the one in General Blue and the Pirate Treasure, the artwork representing him was him wearing a surgical mask. Yeah. There we go. That is Toriyama's life and legacy for Dragon Ball.
We covered everything.
For this episode.
Yeah.
No, I think we covered everything.
Yeah, that was all the things. There's nothing more. There's nothing else.
Good Lord.
Yeah. But, yeah, there you go. It's great stuff. Obviously, he's worked on a lot of other stuff that's not been quoted in those articles because he's done character designs for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1 and 2. He actually did work on Xenoverse 3 that is coming out at some point next year. That has been confirmed. He was heavily involved in that project before his passing. So that's very
To be clear,
promising.
it has not been confirmed yet.
Okay, they dropped the playlist of Xenoverse 3, and they immediately take it down within 30 minutes. Yeah. I would say that kind of cements the fact, I'm
mildly suspicious.
Plus, the way how they're structuring Xenoverse 2, the final part, we still have the one last chapter for the Future Saga, which has been teasing a future project. Which, obviously, we're going to get Xenoverse 3. Because if you play the Future Saga DLC, Fu, who's the main antagonist through the DLC, states I want you to I want to show you the future. I need to show you this future. You need to see this. And it keeps getting he keeps doing things to where you don't see the future, and he's all bummed at the end of the third chapter. It's if I'm going to be this character, if I'm going to be this role, I have to have a hero, and that's your character that he's trying to get. So, yeah, it's kind of teasing. Let's be honest, they've been trying to. We all knew we were going to get a Xenoverse 3 at some point, with the highly successful of Xenoverse 1 and 2. Yeah, and Xenoverse 2 has been going on for over 10 years.
And still having new content coming out for it.
Absolutely, because Bandai. Funny enough, Bandai doesn't release all that much DLC. Xenoverse 2 is actually I think it's their largest DLC-based game.
I would imagine, because I took a look at the DLCs when I first got it and was like, good God.
Yeah,
'Cause
there
most
is
of-
so many.
Most of the any other Bandai made games typically they have a season pass, but it's like, hey, here's like 4 expansions, and that's it, and then they're done.
Yeah.
Whereas Xenoverse 2 has been going on for 10 years, and there's new content every year. Anyway,
It's not my
that's
favorite thing about a game is paying for DLC for
Yeah.
characters. I won't do that.
but the story's great. You should totally do
I'm
it.
sure it
'cause the
is.
story's- It's also on sale a lot, so just buy it when it's on sale.
Yeah, that's the time to do it.
I think I got it for free on whatever PlayStation free game of the month.
Oh yeah,
Fair enough.
Xenoverse 2 has been free before, and the DLC has gone
Yeah.
on sale so much often in the 10 years that it's been out. So,
Yeah.
anyway,
It's also $3 if you don't buy it.
true. Anyway, everybody, thank you again for listening to or do you guys have anything else for this episode before we head out? No?
There's
Okay.
absolutely nothing else for me to put on it.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you again for listening to the Dragon Ball Lorecast, and next time on the Dragon Ball Lorecast. Thank you for listening to the Dragon Ball Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Ben and Friends podcast and Discord, where you can tell us how you got into the Dragon Ball series. You can even find us on Twitter at DBLorecast and email us at dragonballlorecast@outlook.com. See you next time on the Dragon Ball Lorecast.